Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is simply this: the basics. And the basics are basically the foundation of all training. And I'm not just talking about basic exercises, just the basics in general, just general basics of exercising, just learning what to do and when to do it. And that right there is one thing that has escaped most natural people, because they are very concerned about how much weight they can lift. And you always have these people that always tell you progressive resistance. You know, progressive resistance is going to happen regardless of whether or not you add another plate onto the bar or not. If you're using the same weight 90% of the time, the progressive resistance is going to come simply because of the body beginning to tire. Once the body tires, the weight changes to the stimuli of the muscle. And that right there is something that most people can't really grasp. You know, doing the things that I've done, I've been able to lift a great deal of weight with the method that I use, and it comes from using lighter weights in the workout process, in the training process, using lighter weights. And that's how I was able to move up. You know, I gradually, once I can complete a cycle of or whatever, if I'm doing, like I told you earlier, 135 or whatever, and I can get through that particular course, naturally I move up in weight 5 or 10 pounds, and then I start the process over, and I keep doing that process until I can do that same workout regimen again. And once I get that regimen did, your body is going to tell you when it's strong enough to move to the next level. You don't have to constantly keep trying to add weight to a regimen. Your body's going to tell you that you're ready for the next level when it completes whatever regimen you got. It's going to do it on its own. It's going to build up the resistance to whatever you do for it. You don't have to keep adding weight and then dropping down out of the 10 to 12 rep range, to push forward. Your body is going to naturally complete that regimen. And once you complete that regimen and it's easy for you to do it, naturally you have to add more weight. Your body going to do it by itself. It's going to tell you when to add weight. That's not something that you have to continue to strive for as far as adding weight. As long as your workouts are consistent workouts, you're going to naturally become stronger. I don't care what none of these people say on here. You're going to naturally become stronger from the consistent workout, no matter what weight you lifting. If you're lifting a weight that would cause you not to be able to do, like I said earlier, the 5 sets of flat benches and 5 sets of incline, if you can't do that, then over time, at some point, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to climb up there and complete that regimen. You're going to be able to do it with consistent workout and constantly pushing toward that goal. Once you do that and it becomes easy to you, naturally, it's time to move up and weight a little bit. And as you begin to move up and weight a little bit, you're going to notice that the poundages that you are using are heavier and heavier, and you're still in the 10 to 12 range. You're still up there. You're still going to be up there because you're going to train your body to get used to a certain weight. And once your body gets used to that certain weight, it's going to naturally cause you to have to add more weight to it. And once you get used to that weight, you can do it. It's no right or wrong way to add in weight, but there's a safe way and there's a riskier way, and that is when you're doing 10 to 12 reps and then you add weight, and then you're doing 10 reps or maybe 8, then you add weight, then you're doing 6, and then you're adding weight and you're doing probably 3. You know what I mean? At some point, you're gonna overtax the muscle to a point to where you're gonna pull something and you're gonna hurt something. And that right there is something that's going on in the industry for years. People destroying. It's like I told you all before. A lot of you all are new. I got a bad shoulder, but I still can bench 315 for reps, 5 or 6 reps, 315, using these same tactics that I'm telling you all about now. I still can do it. So, you know, as far as people, it's a sad, pathetic thing to making something so simple, and that's working out every day. And you always have to continue to push yourself. You push yourself all the time because you're trying to impress other people, and listening to what they're saying, and they're constantly saying heavier and heavier weights, and you're destroying your bodies before you even get up in age. You know, that's why I got a constant bad shoulder. You know, because of listening to other people and that constant lifting heavier and heavier weights when your body is not ready to lift those weights. Your body is not ready to lift those heavier weights. If you can't handle 135 pounds for several sets, several reps, then what make you think you're ready for 225 for several reps, for several sets? You know, that's the thing that I'm talking about. I mean, you have to build the foundation of any workout regimen. You have to start small. Start small, great form. You can have your form and everything together, and then you can move forward. And while you're moving forward with the lighter weights, your form is going to naturally move with you into the heavier weights as your body say that it's time to add weight. There's no way around it. So all these old crazy workout regimens that they want to sell you and sell you pipe dreams and all this other stuff, there's nothing beyond hard work. Just hard work. You know, as you get stronger, you're gonna add weight. So quit worrying about adding weight, you know, and becoming stronger and stronger. It's gonna happen anyway with consistent workouts. You're gonna get stronger no matter what. You know, like I told you with the 135, you're gonna get stronger. As you're able to complete that task, you're gonna get stronger. And once you're able to complete that task easily, it's time to add weight. And that's the only time you really should add weight, is once your body get used to a certain weight and that you can handle it. You can handle that weight. No need to keep moving up in weight and doing 2 to 3 sets with the progressive overload when you're trying to grow a muscle. You know, like I said, you got all these scientists out here telling you that you can, and they're basing everything off of guys that are on gear, not natural people. You know, they're not basing the concept off of natural people, because you're not gonna increase weight that quickly. And the best way to get the blood volume that you want is to get a weight that you can handle. Get a weight that you can handle and create that blood volume with shorter rest intervals. And that'll get your blood volume that you need to pump that muscle full of blood. You know, but just constantly trying to force yourself to lift heavier and heavier weights, going lower and lower into the rep range, you finna get hurt. I can tell you that. You finna pull something that's finna take you out of the weightlifting game. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, that's what I want to talk to y'all about, the foundations of lifting weights. Start off with what you can handle and move up gradually. And quit trying to rush everything. Quit trying to listen to these folks that's trying to sell you all these gadgets and gimmicks. Because it don't take nothing to build up your body. Nothing. I mean, you can do like a lot of these guys talking about, push-ups and sit-ups, and build a nice physique. Push-ups and sit-ups. You know, people in prison do it all the time. Anyway, That's what I want to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.